They shot down Cashmere
They
the
did
last
me
time
dirty.
he
I don't know what you're saying.
he did our YouTube live. So bring it down, bro. Bring it down.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you. It
All right, there we go.
It matches your height. Don't worry.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
So I'm going to allow Mr. Era to start off. What we got to say? We good? You broke it? We good? He sending you the bill? All right, go ahead.
Oh. Look like some secretive shit going on.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
there.
Like, yo,
I seen what you did,
exactly.
bro. I'm not gonna tell
We ain't
nobody
gonna tell
you
him.
broke it,
We ain't
but
gonna tell him.
First of all, we're not even gonna go there. I feel embarrassed to even say what he just told me.
That he don't know.
Let's
that
get to the segment of the show. I'm sorry I wasted
that he don't know how to fix it.
yo.
Listen, if I go back over there and it ain't that issue, I'm going back over here. You feel me?
I got you. He said it's an
Yo.
on and off switch. Turn the on
Yo.
switch.
He kind of said it was a knob that was all the way down, but I could have sworn it was up. But we're gonna leave it at that.
We gonna try it again. Don't worry. So,
I looked at all those knobs over there. I just want you to know.
go ahead, Era.
Type shit.
All right, so we're gonna start off with our musical influences for the both of y'all. I guess we're gonna do a duo right now. So like starting off before DJing was something in your mindset, the musical influences that said music is what I want to focus on, what I want to hear every day. What was the first joints that y'all had in your headphones?
Yo, I'm an old school cat. You know what I'm saying? So like, I gotta go with like Eric B. You know what I'm saying? Like Eric Sermon, just like music. Like I love that kind of old school era. You know what I'm saying? Like this new
Feel
school
good
music is a
music.
little different for me.
It's,
You know what I'm saying?
It's different for me.
It's a little different, but you gotta vibe with it.
Yeah,
You gotta
gotcha.
go with what the era is going with.
Yeah. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta. It's a thing. You gotta do that right now, especially now that like the hip hop is so different, and it's like you might not know what they saying at this point. Like, at this point, sometimes I'm like, this English? Like he's speaking English when he's talking this.
Listen, I know you know DJ Era. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You go with the era.
But
You
if
heard?
it's hot, it's hot. They gonna move to it, then it's it. That's what it is. What's going on, Just? Let me hear some.
All good. I mean, listen, growing up, Spanish household and that reggaeton was pumping, and that was it. That caught me. The culture behind it, the way the parties, it was all festive. It's an upbeat thing. Everybody was dancing. It was hot, and that's where I was at.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, everybody turned up for this.
That's it.
What you got, Meek?
So you said Spanish household.
Yeah.
Where's your background?
My mother's Puerto Rican, and I'm Ecuadorian as well. So
That's a nice mix right there.
yeah.
Interesting.
Parties don't stop with that.
That's right.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that's one of them parties that lasts a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's not a 1 minute thing.
That's right.
So you said reggaeton. What? I want to date you a little bit. So what part of reggaeton did you jump on? Because see, I'm from, like my man Cashmere said, I'm from old school. So I was pioneering when it came to reggaeton. When it was Spanish reggae, I was pioneering.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple of plaques on the wall to certify that.
Right.
So I want to know where you jumped in on. What flow of it did you jump on? Give me an artist.
Daddy Yankee was already hot. Don Omar was already hot. Wisin y Yandel was cranking it out. And then when I really got my personality in reggaeton, Tito El Bambino came out. Early to mid 2000s.
Right.
That was
Right.
like where I got what I like the reggaeton.
Okay.
And yeah,
That sounds
that's
like the
me.
Fast Seven right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like the Fast Seven era right there. You know?
Yo.
Nah, that's exactly when reggaeton really evolved and changed into a different thing.
Yeah.
So because Don Omar and them, they transferred it from when becoming Spanish reggae into that reggaeton, gave it a different feel to it.
I feel like reggaeton for the majority, it had a reggae struggle. Like for a while, reggae was hard to crack into like mainstream, like to get played everywhere. It took a struggle for a reggae song to be like. But then when reggaeton really made that crack, it's playing on any station you can hear. If it's fire, it's gonna play on Hot 97 as well as it's gonna play on a Spanish station that's heavy. Like it took a while for that to happen, but it's happened now. Like
That's a fact.
throw a Cardi on there, it's gonna play like it's an English song.
That's a
for
fact.
For sure.
That's a fact.
So what turned it in from musical influences to things that y'all listen to say like this is what I want to spin, like DJing is what I want to do? How did that happen for the both of y'all?
I'll let you go first.
All right. I mean, I remember I was maybe getting out of middle school, and I hooked up with a homeboy who just happens to be a phenomenal DJ right now. I'll drop a name, DJ Mikey, very good DJ. One afternoon, we're hanging out, and he showed me virtual DJ, the crack version, man. And put on the laptop.
Virtual DJ was
and
the
that was it.
What?
And that was it.
You was hooked from then.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Yo, what started me, honestly, man, I remember my first party. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I didn't even know what I was doing when I started that. I just know that music controls everything. You know what I'm saying? The
That's a
vibe,
fact.
the mood, wherever you at, no matter what you're doing, music controls everything. You know what I'm saying? It could take somebody into a happy mode, into a sad mode.
Right.
Depending on who you are, depending on what you want to spend, what you want to do, man, you can take the whole vibe and turn it in from nothing to something. And my first time seeing that was with my father, man. May he rest in peace, man. And he was a DJ too. And he used to have the parties lit, man. I can't even knock that. He used to have the parties lit. And from then it was just like, you know what? I decided to take something from there and go forward with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to, I'm a vibe creator.
Right.
That's how I feel. I'm a vibe creator. I want you to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't go to a club and have fun. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have fun.
Right.
That's how I am.
I'm a critique. I'm in the club listening to the DJ. Like I wouldn't have mixed that with that, bro. You came in too early with that one, bro. Like I'm not having fun at all.
I definitely agree on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think any DJ feel that way. You get what I'm saying? When you pull up on any type of scene, you know what I'm saying? Like any DJ in any club,
right?
He ain't listening to the music. You know what I'm saying? He listening to that blend, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
you was 2 seconds off on that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good song to play after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how that go. You know what I'm saying?
That's how. What?
So my question to both of y'all is, which DJ do you look up to? Who's that DJ that you say, wow, that was my goal to go to? Let's not all jump in at one time.
I love New York radio. We're very lucky to have the radio we have.
Man,
we can't say that loud enough, right? But,
hold on. Shameless plug here. But there's no other radio station like Phiresoundz Radio. Just so that
you know. Number one. Remember that.
I'm gonna put another shameless plug and say I need 2 mixes for the mix.
You stole my thunder.
I need 2 of them.
And I definitely need an hour mix from each one of y'all.
I got you.
We got the drops. I can send it to you right now.
I got you.
But yeah, man, New York radio. So Alex Sensation on La Mega. I mean, really,
top in both cultures. He elite. Elite.
The library's so wide. He's very comfortable with a lot of different crowds, and I mean, look where he's at. He's turned himself into a DJ, to an artist. You know what I mean? He jumped on a couple of tracks, and I mean, really, always something new with him.
We're gonna touch back on artists.
Damn, Rico,
especially with this week going on.
It's just in my brain. Like, wow,
we're gonna touch back on artists.
So
on that,
for me, man, like in all honesty, man, like I said, my father was a DJ, and quite frankly, growing up, we always used to listen to Fun Flex on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Fun Flex is a good DJ and all, but what made me go into DJ, like I said, I am a vibe god, bro.
Right?
Like I like to make everybody feel good, listen to great energy wherever they come from, and honestly, man, me personally, I feel like I'm my own DJ in my own world. That's me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like I do what I want when I want when I'm on the set, and I go according to the crowd.
Right.
That's just me. I'm not following nobody else.
Yeah, I don't have I don't have a playbook. That's similar to me because I don't have a playbook. Every party, every vibe is a different thing. Like
you get what I'm saying?
throw a
Like,
wrench in it. Like anytime you could be like, I never did this before, but it seemed like right now this is where it's pushing me.
and that vibe, I'm telling you, to most other people, it may not be understanding, but guess what? That floor tell you different. You get what I'm saying?
Different.
Like
it's
all
different.
about crowd control for me, man. That's how I
fact.
feel.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
So I follow whatever the crowd and whatever the energy goes off of, man.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Okay. So I know Era want to go back to that question, but I'm gonna say this.
That's we could push that down the
You gonna
line.
push it later
Yeah,
down?
we're gonna push
All right,
it
no
down the
doubt.
line.
So we're gonna go down with that.
Yeah.
I asked the last question.
Yeah, definitely my turn. All right, so I'm gonna start with you with this one because we when we did the launch, right? That was what early January, probably middle January.
Right.
We were soaking February.
That was
All right.
February. Yeah.
With the that's why we keep the queen with us. So
let's get a clap for that.
late February, you was talking about the business aspect and how there was a drought going on. We all right here sitting down are affected by the drought.
Right.
You know, when everything shut down, all our money slowed up.
Right.
We looked for different ways to nooks and crannies to try to say, I'm gonna stream here, I'm gonna go live here to kind of keep it. But the booking, the going outside closed.
It was slow for us.
Right.
You already know that.
So
when COVID first hit, bro, it was a club DJ, tour DJ, whatever it was slow. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you a hustler like everybody I know inside this room, you had to figure out a way to, make it happen and get to it. You get what I'm saying?
So tell me the ins and outs of the business before and after the COVID. Like, how was the business moving before? How it's moving now?
So before COVID hit, man, business was booming, man. I was in every spot, every baby shower, every wedding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bookings was off the charts. When COVID hit, bro, legit, my man right here would tell you, bro, I had to give out at least $3,000 in refunds, bro.
That's not.
But the only reason I did it, though, in all honesty, and even though all these people signed contracts, it was just because this was the inevitable.
Right.
It was something that we couldn't control.
Nobody ever seen this coming.
This was something that couldn't be stopped.
Right.
It is what it is. So I gave these people their refunds, you know what I'm saying, and praying to God that when outside opened back up,
honor it back. Say,
Cash, remember,
right.
I got you right here. And no funny shit, man. Literally, everybody that I gave refunds back to, bro, business started picking back up. Outside is open, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I started getting club bookings, bro. We starting to get concert bookings now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's picking back up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, bro, I thank everybody out there that rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that ever booked me for any party, booked me for anything, I appreciate everybody that did it. You know what I'm saying? Because they came back out and, we rocking with you.
That's fire.
Let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Same for you, just before COVID. And I want to throw in that I know it's different for you because residency, we're gonna jump into residency after that. But residency at a lounge, going from open and active to complete shutdown. Talk about it.
So before, it was wall to wall and walkable parties and this and that. Everybody was, of course, more open before the pandemic, of course, without saying. But now, after, even getting back into the residencies and the phone calls, now the phones are ringing again, as all my DJs are feeling it.
Right.
But, just the people are not there yet. You know what I mean? Right now, the vibes are not totally there. It depends. You'll catch your good spots, you know, but as far as like a residency goes, you got a lot of patrons. You got a lot of people that always used to come, the same heads, same faces.
Yeah.
I think that's a big difference between club and lounge sometimes,
right?
Especially local spots. So, we feeling it still a little bit, but people coming back out, man. You're still doing your due diligence, but you're promoting.
There's a question that I have from somebody inside still to somebody that's outside. Is the dance floor still the dance floor? Or are they outside? Do the masks come down? Or they dancing?
As they got that COVID shot.
Or they all just outside, just rocking in the chair, bouncing? Like, are they dancing? Is dancing still a thing?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Nah, right?
Yeah,
on that.
nah, dancing ain't a thing no more.
Nah,
That's-
everybody outside. The brunches is out. Everybody's having their drinks, but nobody is dancing. Huh?
Nah, I mean they at their table doing their
Yeah.
little bop and like that.
That
but
to,
it
to
ain't
me
nothing.
to me as a DJ, a head nod and a bounce and a singing, it's not the same as on a dance floor. And
It's not.
how is that to y'all? Like, how does that make y'all feel? Feeling like y'all in the spot, y'all hitting the groove, y'all got some fire blends going on, and everybody's still just in the chair dancing and not on the floor like moving. That affects me.
I mean, for me personally, if you giving me a head nod and you still sitting in your seat, that's not enough for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I need you standing on top of
Right.
the table. You know what I'm saying? I need you doing some crazy stuff for me. You know what I'm saying? That shows me I'm doing my job.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
The word is not enough. It's good, but it's not enough.
Right.
Energy DJs feed off that, man. That
Absolutely.
is like big food at a party.
Big facts.
And
That's
it also
definitely-
tells us where we're gonna go. Sometimes, and this is for everybody listening that's not a DJ. If you're at a party with a DJ, give him some feedback. Give
Got
him
to.
some because
Got
he
to.
also knows where he's going.
Mhm.
Got
He
to.
want to see
Got to.
what's his
Yo,
next song and a lot of
sometimes it
energy.
take one person to just be
Facts.
hyping you up, like
Yeah.
you doing your damn thing, and you just
It could
like,
be that one on the
Right.
floor doing the robot
Right.
thing that he doing, but guess what? He gonna make you feel like you're the
Yo.
best DJ in the
Yo.
world out here. You
who
feel
you
me?
tell it? Who you tell it? You can't talk about me now. I hit like 4 now, so it's on you. You in the hot seat now.
I'm on the hot seat. I could. Now I'm gonna take his question.
I feel it.
It's so good.
As DJs,
Mhm.
Like Cashmere says, we become that party. We at the end of the night, the food could be outstanding. The environment, the decoration, and everything is fine and dandy. But what those people are gonna go away taking is how they enjoyed that party.
Mhm.
So as a DJ, you become an artist. You start controlling what's happening on that floor. What makes you different from any other DJ as an artist?
Mm. You want me to go first? You go first.
They look like they both ready for this question.
I've been ready for this question because you know what? My biggest thing is when you go to these certain clubs and lounges and everything, they be having 3 or 4 DJs booked. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of the 10, those 3 and 4 DJs is playing the same exact thing over and over on a 2-hour set. Me,
We talked about that.
I'm
We
trying
talked
to take
about
you
it.
around the world. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? I'm trying to make you remember that time you
Right.
was in the kitchen washing the dishes. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to make you remember. I'm trying to get you out your seat, Tom Blast, and take off from there. That's me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna go to a spot that I'm at and I'm gonna play some trash music. No, we're gonna play music that make you feel good. You get what I'm saying? Baby Bacon, you know what I'm saying? Shit your mom used to listen to back in the day. Things like that. It builds up to it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of DJ that I am too. I'm not gonna like 9 times out of 10 when I get booked, I'm normally last person or the middle act, but I try to play the music that I know they ain't gonna play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? It's a little throwback, for my Spanish people, you know what I'm saying? It's a more sona throwback, you know what I'm saying? Little something,
Same question, bro. Same question.
I mean, when you're talking about, when you're in the club, because sometimes I get my big clubs,
Right.
My big spots.
Right.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's take them around the world. I feel very, very strongly about
Right.
that because and this I learned a lot with hip hop. Hip hop is not something I'm gonna say is my forte, but what I love about hip hop is you could play a hip hop joint that came out in 2000 and play it in with a set here, and as long as you blend it in nice, or even the mic does a lot.
Right.
Like people just vibing with it, man.
So
and
that crowd control is
that
something
crowd
different.
control is the reading the crowd in the room and all
Right.
that is so important.
Right. I feel like I feel like that's for every genre. Like they got a 2000 joint that you could play in 2030,
Bro,
and it's going to ring.
1995 joint you're gonna play in 1930,
And
you
it's
get what I'm
going to
saying?
ring off. It's
That's
going to
just
hit.
bump. You know what I'm saying?
Let me throw that curve when he said about the song. We could go back to the 70s and throw a Candy Stanton victim, and that party's gonna jump.
I'm gonna go a little bit back. That Womack and Womack. Baby.
Exactly. They're gonna get up there. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how, like I said, as artists, how we read that crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's very extremely important. So you in your best mix. You know, you pulled out all the stops, and it's back last year and a half ago, right? So the crowd is there, but ain't nobody moving. What are you gonna pull out of that crate that's gonna say, "Yo, that crowd is gonna
What's
jump"?
that rabbit out the hat?
What's that rabbit that you have?
On.
What's that ace in the hole that you have that's gonna make that crowd jump?
That ace in the hole right here. I'm telling you right now. You play. This is how we do it. Right there. That's the starter. This is how we do it. That's the starter. I don't care what race you are. You know that, and you gonna vibe. You're gonna be in there throwing that hand up. You don't care. You do your 2-step. You're gonna follow the vibe. That is the starter from there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know music in its era and what actually people are gonna vibe to. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, this is how we do it. No, I don't care what race you are. You know that. That's a vibe, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to get ratchet, you could do the brown if you felt like it. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna set the tone, and from there, you're gonna take it off.
I got you with that. I definitely respect that 100%. I believe that. I'm gonna give you mine, but go ahead.
Let's talk about it. Like,
Might not
a
give you
hot
mine.
Saturday night, everybody's there. The place is good. Got like a nice young crowd going. Now remember, a young crowd, so we read in the room here. There's certain tracks you could just play, and that's the thing about having a residency. I know my people. I know what's going on here. I'm reading them, and I know who's here, and I know what they like, and boom, I could hit them with "I'm a Boss" or like "Dreams and Nightmares" by me, and things like that. That I know. At least I'm gonna get them singing. I'm gonna get that blood flowing again, or something like that, and get maybe some Instagrams and tags and that, and then we just keep going on from there. What's going on? It provides me a little bit more time to see where they're at.
I feel that too.
You said you was coming with yours.
He said he ain't gonna give you. Nah, he ain't gonna give you his. But I'm gonna give you mine. Whether it's a Afro-American party, whether it's a Dominican party, Haitian party, whatever party you want to be, and you want to spice in that crowd, drop Suavemente. Everybody and their grandmother is going to try to do their little 2-step to it.
I turned into a little Dominican when that comes.
See what I'm saying? Am I lying? Am I lying in this room?
That's the most.
That's the way it is.
Yo,
that's that. See what?
I give you that.
Any culture you from, you turn Spanish when that come on. Bro.
Absolutely.
That's another one.
Absolutely.
Feet start moving and you start dancing. Say, yeah, this is the one I know.
Exactly. You might not play another Spanish song the rest of that night, but you drop that one, everybody and their grandmother's gonna even that 80-year-old grandma's gonna get up and try to do her little thing to it.
All right, so I'm gonna just drop a little, just a little sneak one. Not one that I would use, but it's a given for everybody sitting in here. You throw a slide on, and everybody gonna start dancing. Whether it's cha-cha or electric, they gonna start dancing. That floor is going. If there's nobody on, that one person that you said with their hand up, that's rock, they gonna start dancing when that one come on.
I'm gonna set the tone off that one person.
Exactly. You gonna build from that one.
That's it. That one person in the middle. Guess what?
Once they start sliding, somebody gonna join them and just 2-step real quick.
That's how it go. All
right,
it turned into a move from there.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if this dude was truthful with the knob. So we're gonna ask Cashmere to go back on that side and see if this is live.
Touch it up real quick.
If it ain't, then we're gonna be continuing talking the rest of the night.
We're just gonna be talking it out.
Exactly. But if it is, y'all two gonna have your opportunity.
Just say he got a set ready too, so he ready to blow
we ain't
it up.
sending him home with that set.
Yeah, so let's go.
I like that energy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see.
I'm glad that you didn't really break everything, and you definitely hit hard on that little set, bro. We're gonna want you to come back over here. And we're gonna allow Just to set up.
Right.
In the meantime, my man, IML.
Yes, IML.
I'm gonna turn over the mic over to my man IML. He's gonna discuss what he's about, what he's doing.
How y'all doing, guys? My name is IML. I have a podcast coming out. It's called The Session Podcast, where we talk about various topics from relationships, life, police brutality, drugs, I'm open to everything. To talk to anybody about anything. So if anyone is interested or being a part of the podcast, any artists, any singers, poets, anybody that's worked in the police force, anything. Like I said, I'm open to anything, any questions, any ideas. I'm with it.
Yo. You get us? Hold on.
I can hear you.
Can everybody hear me?
Everybody can hear you.
Everybody in the headphones.
That's the other boss on the line.
Let's go.
He calling
John.
in all the way from Houston. Say something.
Yo, fellas, what's good, man?
What's going
What's
on?
going on?
Yo, I like the set you just did. It felt like I called in and asked for that.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Felt like you was at a barbecue, huh?
But I got a question that I went through yesterday.
What's going on?
Clubbing down here. Well, I went through for the past 2 days. What do you guys do as DJs when you have to adjust to a new environment? Perfect example. In the clubs in the north, like in New York and shit, we are accustomed to dancing with women.
I'm over here, so you can hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We want Jess on this question.
Yeah, we want Jess to hear this question. Yeah.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yo, peep this down. So now, in the north, in New York especially, when we go to clubs, our culture is, we go to the clubs to actually dance with women. Versus the time I was in Atlanta and now the time that I'm in Houston, when you come to the clubs down here, me and my boys are now calling it a stunt fest. So everybody is they're buying like drinks and they're buying sections and they're just dancing with themselves. So the women, they dance by themselves and the fellas dance by themselves. What do you do as a DJ? Do you kind of try to force a culture? Like, all right, I'm going to try to make these people actually dance. Or do you just cater to them and say, you know what, this is what it is down here, so I'm just going to keep playing twerk and regular music, shit that people can dance with by themselves and not even try to force the issue of reggae or Afrobeat? Like, what would you guys do as a DJ if you guys had to come from up there down here to DJ?
So for me, that's you're saying that that you see that over there and that, and listen, New York, I know big party, this and that. A lot, when you talk to an older cat, they'll tell you about the parties back in the days and that. But I'll be honest with you, that Stun Fest, I see it heavy in a lot of the places that I go. I'm talking about like 4 or 5 bottles, the champagne, the lighters, and all that, and that's all cool. But like you said, they dance around their own table with their own people, and not really out there on the dance floor, not really giving that. Sorry to say, I'm from this. I would say I'm from this generation where I say that old school like party vibe where everybody's feeding the DJ heavy. I mean, it's like an everywhere kind of thing. Me personally, if I'm in the club and I see that, you gotta stay lit, stay hype, because you are still trying to make an upbeat mood. There's still a lot of other people that want to be up there, and you as a DJ, that's what you're there for, to give a great experience. And then at the same time, the people that want to be on their phone and just stunning and put a cold face in that, I guess let them be, let them be, and don't take that as a personal thing. It's more their issue, that's how I see it.
Okay.
Cash?
So, for me personally, I caught like for instance, I was just in Atlanta, I was just in Texas, and I had 2 spots out there. Now, for me personally, that's my homework. You get what I'm saying? I want to know their culture.
Right.
I want to know their vibe. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna open up with their vibe. If their vibe ain't working for me, then I'm going to my vibe. And 9 times out of 10, my vibe is where it's at. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm dropping joints that ain't no way you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got homework as DJs, and y'all all know that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, People don't understand that we got homework. We gotta study. Like, and we gotta study this music nowadays. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a whole mathematic with my shit, and I talk over with my girl with it. Like, yo, I got this amount of songs that I got. She's like, nah, you ain't got it. You gotta work harder. And I'm like, all right, I gotta make sure I got this.
Shout out to that backbone.
Yeah, I got a mathematic system. But me personally, to answer that question, I feel like in those situations, that's where MC come heavy. If you got an MC that's out there dragging the people out on the floor, or just dragging that energy out of them, kind of saves you a little bit. So when you in those places where they kind of to themselves, that MC kind of drags them onto the floor with you and be like, yo, come party with me. That MC is kind of alleviating the portion that you don't have to tap into. You playing the fire joints and they dragging the people out for you. They dragging the people out of their section into the dance floor. So I feel like in those places you need to travel with an MC. Like, yo, bring the energy with me, bro. Come make this move with me.
All right, I got one more question, and I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. I was at a hooping spot yesterday, and the DJ was ripping, and in the middle of his set, he played "Never Would Have Made It," the gospel shit. And I was like, okay, and everybody in the spot was singing along to that shit, and I'm like, motherfucker, this is my Sunday. What the hell are y'all doing? But I like when DJ take risks and it works. So my question to you fellas is, what is the riskiest track in y'all career y'all think y'all played and it hit and one that missed?
I don't feel like me personally, I don't feel like a sing-along is a miss ever. If you got one that everybody at least it might not be a dance song or a popular song to play at a party, but it's a sing-along that for sure everybody know the words to. It's not really a risk. It could be a risk in somebody else's mind, like we just said. Like, it's a gospel song and people don't put that into a party mode. But like, if for sure everybody know the words to this, it's a risk that you could take because
But even with that Never Would Have Made It, they did that remix to that Never Would Have Made It, and they made it a party song.
That's true.
Is it the remix or was it the original Never Would Have Made It gospel? You get what I'm saying?
It was 100% the original.
Wow, then that was risky.
That's a risk.
That was risky.
My boy was in the Christian club, yeah.
But I'm saying though, Rico, like, a risk you took.
Yeah, I take risks all the time.
That you say, all right, this one might hit, and it hit, and then a risk that you took and it missed. What's the two tracks?
That's a hard one.
But for me, the riskiest song I've ever played in the spot, and it was lit, and a bunch of people they was popping bottles, bro. Kurt Franklin, Revolution. So
I know that.
That's
did it hit or did it miss?
Do you want a revolution? Woo, woo,
Did it hit or did it miss?
But no, that was a hit. Hey, I don't care who you are.
Right, now you told me one that hit. Now you got to tell me one that missed.
All right. Now you want to know? I ain't gonna lie to you. One that missed, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I want to say this was about maybe a year and a half ago. One song that I played that I felt that was gonna be a hit, and I screwed this whole package up, and it was in the middle of the party. Well, it was an exit way out. I played Trey Songz "Can't Help But Wait" on the way out, and they couldn't help but wait to walk out.
Yeah, I can tell you one. I was a little more active last year or whatever. So I can tell you, I went on a smoke break one time last year, I would say, and I have my joint on autoplay where it played the next song. So my little smoke break was a little too long. It rolled in to a 6ix9ine song, and everybody tried to cancel me before I could run back inside. They like, you playing 6ix9ine, bro? I'm like, yo.
Easy
That's
way
not
to
what
get
was
booted,
supposed
bro.
to happen.
Nowadays, easy way to get booted.
Yeah. He wasn't feeling that a lot.
Just what's up with you?
All right, man. I hit with Sweet Caroline. I was in the bar.
That was a hit.
Whole bar.
I ain't gonna lie, Sweet Caroline's in the spot. Depends. I mean, I gotta be downtown on 34th Street.
That's a karaoke one right there. That's a karaoke joint.
So wait. Yo, Judge. DJ Judge, when you threw the Sweet Caroline on, that was a hit or a miss?
That was a hit. I looked around. I said,
It's risky.
Wait. I got to attach to that question. When did you do this and it was a risk? You had to do this at a hood spot.
Nah, I don't think it was a hood spot. Is it a hood spot? Nah, I don't think it was a hood spot.
Hood spot, you would have got some crickets.
It probably would have carried us out. You know?
So what you think now? If you did this shit in in a club where that's the kind of music that they looking for, then it's not a risk. Now, if you did this shit in Flatbush, and then you say, please, Caroline, and that's it. That's a risk.
True. I read the room a little. You know, I wasn't gonna.
It's a risk either way.
I mean, it's risky, but I think if someone was able to mix that, you never know.
That Sweet Caroline in Flatbush.
You never know.
You better put a reggae beat on it.
Somebody has to mix it the right way. You never know.
You gotta put a reggae beat on the back of that fire. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard it yet. Any DJ that can drop Sweet Caroline with a nice reggae beat, you up.
And they owe you points.
Exactly.
Brownie points.
All right, stay on the line. Don't leave us. But we're gonna let my man here speak on his podcast.
Yeah.
How you doing, guys? Again, my name is I Am L. I have a podcast coming out called The Session. Sometimes I stream it out on the app called Stereo. But basically what I be talking about is I'm open to everything from LGBT community, talking about police brutality, relationships, anything you guys want to talk about. Artists, DJs, poets, whatever. I'm open to anything, and I want to discuss with people, and I want it to be very, very raw. I want everybody to be comfortable and honest about what we're talking about, because people need to hear what we need to hear. So just be truthful and honest, and everything should be good from there.
Nice.
Where you gonna be able to catch that at?
Usually you can catch that on this app called Stereo.
Right.
My boy DJ Cashmere usually hosts with me sometimes.
Okay.
We had a topic a long time ago.
It gets
very spicy.
It gets spicy. And the one thing that I love about the Stereo app is that, like, random people can tune in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, he could be live, and me and him is live, and we co-hosting things. You can have random people from all over the world tune in and give input and everything.
Nice.
You can also download it as a file, and he can upload it after.
That's fine.
To Apple Music,
and Spotify. That's what I've been doing too. I recently interviewed someone named Charlie Rockefeller, and he served time, and he was telling me all about the drug business, what he was doing. And he told me a lot of crazy stuff, man. He told me about how, I don't know if I can say it, but he told me how his mans empty out all the juice and put, a funnel, and put the stuff, the drugs in the funnel, and close the juice. Like it was
that's the 80s.
Like it was juice.
Right.
That's the 80s.
He gave the man a bag to walk and walked out like he was at the supermarket. That's crazy. I never heard that before.
Oh, you want some stories? Look, invite me to your podcast.
I want all of that. I want all of that. I want to know everything.
We can definitely give you some stories.
If you got any DJ stories, from you growing up, your big influences, whatever. I'm willing to talk about that with anyone.
I can't disclose that information because I'm being interviewed on this show in the future. Isn't that right? Still on the line?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll be interviewed on this show
Make sure you still
coming
get your questions
soon.
going.
So I can't disclose none of my stories until
That's
after.
fine. Well, I mean, whenever you have the free time,
Oh,
to do it with
absolutely.
me,
I would love
that's
to. I
perfect.
definitely would
I
love
would-
to.
I'm- that would be a great episode.
Absolutely. So, with no further ado, we're gonna ask my man Just if you are all ready over there to do
Let's
your
go.
thing.
Fire.
Just wanted us to party here till tomorrow.
You,
That's what it
yo,
was. That's
Yeah, I
what
was
it was.
sweating already.
Hey, yo, Just.
Listen.
Why you do that, Just? Why you do that, Just?
Yo,
Got me
I
in my
was
bag, Just.
Cash want to go back on.
Yo, Just, I'm like,
I was sweating.
why you doing that?
Nah, we-
Yeah.
you know you hit when a DJ want to go back on.
Yo,
To shut your
I
back down.
felt that. I was like, yo, you know what?
Yo,
man?
I wanted to start.
Yo,
I wanted to start with something, but I just gotta chime in real quick and just tune into the conversation we had a little like 2-3 days ago, just to let you know, like, yo, talent alone made me want to rock with you, bro. Like we was already in a situation where we was already together as DJs trying to do our own little thing, but talent made me gravitate to you and separate from other people, because I'm like, yo, whether it's Spanish, whether it's reggae, whether it's English, bro, this dude rock, bro. I gave you, yeah, bro. Like I give it to you real. I don't give it up to a lot of people. I'm just like, nah, he can't match me with this, or he's slack with that. I'm like, nah, just
Listen,
the bro.
listen. I
real.
was just Cashmere knew from February when he did the set, even though we got shut down on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was feeling his
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
I was feeling how he was getting down.
We up on
You know, that's a vibe that, like he says, is getting everybody up.
Yeah.
But your set right now, put it on another level. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give many DJs, you know, much accolades or whatever, because you know, of course, we're in the game. But yo, I gotta give it up to you, bro. Real good job, man. Real good job.
let me tell you something, bro. I just met you tonight, bro. You
Yo,
got me in my
easy.
bag right now. I said it. I'm
Easy.
just tell you right now. I'm
Easy.
like, yo, just got it. You heard?
Yeah,
Yo,
we definitely now for sure are waiting for that mix.
Oh yeah.
Without a
there
doubt.
you go.
He hit me with an
DJ
okay.
Just
He hit
coming
me
through.
with an okay like 3 weeks ago, so he submitted for it.
He got the drops?
Nah, he don't got the drops.
He
yet,
had
but
the
I
drops
got
tonight.
you. I got you. Yo,
my
quick
mix-
shout to the bestie, real quick. You know, I had to shoot it out, and the queen. The queen is always in the building now.
The bestie and the
Jesus, she ain't
queen.
giving me no love today. Lazy. Yeah, I wanted to lead into a quick conversation with you personally about the selling of the music, how you got into that, making packs. Just explain it all. Like how did you get into that bag where you started making packs and selling the music to DJs?
Yo, by the way, I see my man eyeing you over there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get him on my podcast for sure.
Real quick.
Yo, hey, yo, that's
Real quick.
anytime. Believe me, I've stolen a couple of talents to get on my show, so I understand how that goes.
Yeah.
You all
So-
gotta eat some way.
Talk about that real quick and shed some light on that.
So man, this DJ life as it evolves, there's so many more angles to get in on the DJ world, you know. And listen, people are making good music, and you know what? There's so much music, so much content coming out, a lot of different genres. And if a DJ can't, you know, keep up with that,
Yeah,
or
it's
maybe
hard to
just
keep
want it
track.
A little bit easier, you know. A lot of times I get a lot of packs from places, and I get them and I organize them real nice and neat, or I just make sure I have, you know, all the songs for the month,
Right.
or on a weekly basis, you know, and I sell my service. That is the service that I give to, you know, other DJs and that, or
As
anybody
you
collecting
should.
music. And
As you
if they don't
should.
want to do the work, then pay somebody else. To do the work for
Right.
you.
It's to me, a fellow DJ right here. It's hard to do the work, bro. Especially when you got family, kids, work. You know, it's hard to just, even if you could know what the hottest shit is right now, but even to put your time in to download it and organize it, it's hard. It's hard to do homework. And it's sometimes when you don't want to do homework, you're like, yo, I could find this pack real quick from somebody that already organized it for me, that I'm already ready to go. Why not? Like, that is genius within itself, just to think of that.
Listen, I was talking that same just about the station. I was talking that same. I had that conversation coming here. You know, how many things we miss because we have a regular life, you know. And top of that, doing the station, you know, we missed this week our question of on Wednesday because we just got caught up in life. You know what I'm saying? So I could imagine a regular DJ that's having a 9 to 5 and have a wife and have kids, you know, still to come home and download and set up your music. That was a brilliant idea.
And cue it up after that, because after you download it, you got to put it in the right crate,
right frame,
make it
put it in the right spot, cue it up. It's just like it's time consuming.
It was different from my day.
I mean,
they don't know the time and the effort it actually takes.
Especially the person that's trying to get their outfit right and get their makeup right and they all that. They not thinking about the DJ and the hard work that he got to do to make it.
Oh, I thought you were putting on makeup and shit.
No. I'm just saying the way it sounded there for a minute. The same reverse way that we thinking how we gonna get this girl that did all of this stuff up to get on the dance floor. All they focus on is looking that way. We got to do the hard work and the homework to get them to get their ass on the damn dance floor now.
And the homework for her to want to come back next week and do it all over again.
And most people don't understand, like when it comes to that DJ portion in life, man, like, yo, we got a job. Like, they don't understand, like, our job ain't
anything
easy.
You don't do nothing. You just stand up.
That's why play the song.
That's why you a push button DJ can play, you know.
And even though we're in this new virtual world, it's disrespectful when they want you to play a 5-hour party and want to offer you $200. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot that come to this.
The price tag is
there's a lot to that though, because I know a bunch of upcoming people. You know what I'm saying?
Who'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. They
and that's where it gets crazy. Listen, you broke the turntable. Don't break my camera.
He just bumped it a little bit.
Listen, I ain't break it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had the volume turned off.
Nah, but I want to hear your aspect in that. What you think? How is it? How should the consumer fix that up? How can we avoid somebody getting the bag that we supposed to get just because they bought a controller last week and we know that we can make your event the event that you want it to be?
We ain't gonna ever be able to stop that. No matter how we feel like we're gonna be able to, we not. You know what I'm saying? Like
how we stop that? Well, not we don't stop it, but how we control it is by doing what we do.
Exactly.
Because there's a difference when their party is the way it is, and the next party that we were playing at, they were like, "Yo, I sweated. I didn't get off the floor the whole night." That's where it changed. That equation changed.
Exactly.
But somebody nephew always got a Z sound that they just put $20 to get their whole setup for.
You got people out here that you got DJs or upcoming DJs that actually come out and. You know what I'm saying? It's the family DJ. You know what? He just bought a controller.
Yeah.
We're going to have him
we got one of those in the family.
You know? But at the same time.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Look. For me personally, at the same time, people going to pay for what they want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy that just came out, he ain't gonna be able to control the party like
that's
control people. You know, us
a whole
veterans that's
thing.
been in the game and doing it.
And that's the point right there. DJing is not playing songs that's hot.
Absolutely. It's not. Listen. I moved the camera. He's still bumping into my camera.
So you ain't moving it back enough.
Listen, it's like buying a suit.
Go this way.
It's like buying a suit for a party. Let's say, your man's is getting married and you buying a suit. It's a difference from going and buying an Italian suit than by going to Portobello and buying one of these polyester suits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll pay that cheap and pay that polyester suit.
Right.
And you'll have a party. What happened? Shout out to Portobello. I was a manager in Portobello, so shout out to Portobello.
I ain't gonna lie to you, the polyester was my shit.
But
it's good for the night.
It's good for that night. It's a one-time wear.
You
know what I'm saying? Compared to that nice Italian suit that's gonna fit your body right, and you're gonna get complimented. If you single, you might leave that wedding with a number or two, and it's the feel of that suit that's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? So different now. When a DJ it played and nobody really enjoyed your party. Yeah, he hit a song or two, or maybe he was just a hit. He was a hit player, But even a hit player ain't gonna make that party hot. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference from that. Your daughter's quinceañera that she only gonna experience one time in her life until she get married again, and that DJ that set it off for real. You know what I'm saying? So you're paying just like everything else. You paying for that quality. Right. So you're always gonna have that DJ is gonna cut our throats and shortchange it or whatever. But at the end of the day, as long as we keep doing what we're doing, that person is gonna come out and pay for it.
And that's how I feel. No matter what you do, bro. No matter any spot that you DJ, bro, they're gonna pay for what they want. You know what I'm saying? We all got our customer base. You know what I'm saying? And they know what we can do. You know, now you got them people who want to go for the cheap route.
Right.
And they get that cheap shit. When they get to their party, you get what I'm saying?
I always compare what we do to a mechanic, bro. Because you can get a mechanic anywhere. You can get a DJ anywhere to do your party.
Facts.
But what you're gonna go with word of mouth, the people that's done already took they did 17 damn parties for me and he hit every time 17 times. Or you gonna go with this $100 difference, $50 difference just because it fits your budget, and then you mad at the end of the night because you didn't go with the guaranteed bet. You went with the dude that said, yo, I could fix your tire for $50, and your damn tire is busting every week now because you went with the cheap route.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gotta be a way where they differentiate.
I got a whole perfect example for that.
Go ahead.
Man. Like my daughter's mom, man, like she know I DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think there's some pettiness going in there. She was just like, I don't want to book him.
You know, no. She actually hit me up to book me or whatever the case may be. But you know what I'm saying? Like I gave her, a little family rate. Like I feel like you family. I charge you a certain rate.
Wait. This party was for your daughter?
No, it wasn't. It was her daughter.
Within the family.
I had to ask a question.
Not his daughter, but within the family.
It was my daughter. It was free.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
And it's my daughter. It's for free. But I charged her a little rate, man. And my job, my day-to-day job, I actually travel for work. So her oldest daughter, she had a Sweet 16. And she hit me. She was like, "Yo, I want you to, she wants you to DJ this party." I said, "Yeah, all right, cool." Now, I gave them the family price. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you my daughter's mother.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it ain't gonna be for free. Baby father gotta come out of pocket. Somebody gonna pay for this.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
There's a budget for this party, and I'm gonna get my cut.
I threw my price out there, and they didn't agree to the price. Now, mind you, I'm gonna tell you the price. I feel like this was more than generous. They wanted lights, smoke machine. They wanted the club effect, everything. Family price $350 is what I actually charged.
Wow,
that is dirt cheap.
That's a bargain.
You get what I'm saying?
You jump on that.
I considered you family. You my daughter's mom. Guess what? $350. They was like, no, that's too much. They went and found somebody that was $50 cheaper than me. Literally $50 cheaper than me. Still showed love, still popped out to the Sweet 16. Guess what? Homie did so bad, bro. Like he didn't have the music queued up the right way. He was playing others. Like, yo, they were crying the whole night. And this was my get back moment. I don't care. Look, this is big.
That's 2 cases of beer. You could have had the right music for 2 cases of beer.
He had that look like that with a good suit on.
Yeah, not even having a suit because I'm at this point, literally, like,
getting comfortable.
I'm chilling. I don't know, sneaking out. You know what I'm saying? They started hitting me like, "Yo, he got this wire." I was like, "Yo,
I mean, cause all of that is home. For $50, I would have brung you, but y'all didn't want me.
Get what I'm saying? Like, I hate that. You know what I'm saying? But that saying goes: people much rather support other people than their own people. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So guess what? Guess what?
You know what I've realized before you get to guess what? But you know what I've realized? People don't understand the cost of every. You know what I'm saying? Whoever
want to know some costs, call me.
I broke down my car one day, right? And I just so happened to have an Uber take me to the. It was a tow actually. He was a AAA. It happened to be a Clash DJ. He was a reggae DJ. And he started picking my brain about what I was doing. At this point, I was in the mix with you, and I was telling him what the price was for covering, and I kind of explained to him that I don't carry nothing. It's not really my sound. I go there with my set, my little controller, whatever. He said, yo, if I can't pay back my equipment, why am I doing this party? If I blow a speaker and I can't cover what the hell I just wasted, it's not worth me coming outside. And I thought about everything so differently after that. I'm like, yo, people really don't understand
it took
what it is.
It took a tow truck driver to tell
Yo,
him what
for
I've been
real,
telling him for
for real.
years.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes it take
No,
that
sometimes it take that
person,
outside person to let you hear it.
Yeah, because
But-
people
but
don't
what I-
understand. They just want to have a party and they just like, I want to have a cake. I want to have the decorations. I want to have the food, the catering.
Clown.
But the music make the party.
Absolutely.
You can't short end that. You got to pay the man that you want to play the right stuff, the right amount. Like this is not
You feel
your
how I feel with
this
the
is
club.
not your iPod playing, baby. You
feel
gotta.
how I feel with the club.
You
Word,
gotta
if
come
you
out
if you
of
didn't if you didn't if you
Oh,
didn't
not a
if,
couple.
if
The
you didn't
club is
care
a whole
if you
different
didn't
thing,
if
and
you
I'm gonna
didn't
hit that
care
next.
no we ain't gonna hit nothing next. If you didn't care you would have played that iPad instead of me.
Yeah, I mean. They
Now
don't
I'm
care.
gonna give
I'm
my
gonna
man I don't know about you but I'm gonna give my man Cashmere
Uh-huh.
an opportunity to redeem himself because just put it on him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let my man Cash get an opportunity.
I gotta hit my residency though.
Okay,
so
you while Cashmere is setting up,
right. He got.
you
time
could
to
ask
set up.
because
Right,
he's
right,
not a
right.
resident.
Right.
Let's ask
So-
him the question why you
so
go
just-
set up, my brother.
We was going get more in depth with the residency. What that as a DJ within itself, what does that entail? The workload to be prepared every week and know that that's a consistent. You don't got to go out as everybody else looking for bookings every week.
Listen,
You
just
know-
needs his laptop don't break.
for sure. it's a job. You clocked in. For sure every week. That's talk to me about it. Let me know.
So, and I mean, everything is a little bit personal. Everybody handles their business a little bit differently. So when I go to a club, I still have a certain amount of respect for the booth.
Right.
How I leave it, even if I found it a certain type of way, I still leave it a certain type of way because that's just me. But now when it's your residency, man, I find myself like really fine tuning my booth to be so comfortable because you may go to this club and play there maybe 2-3 times a month, but I'm playing here like a couple nights a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is home away from home.
Exactly.
I need to make it very comfortable. I'm the type I like gadgets. I like lights. I decked it all out. Those are things. That's something big. That's different in a residency. Another thing that's big in a residency is you almost take a little bit more responsibility, especially with the patrons. So remember, you are an employee of this establishment.
Right.
So if they want to hear a certain type of music, you gotta look around. You're not gonna play whatever, but if it's going with what's the room looking like, maybe you could do it once or twice. Keep everybody happy.
Right.
Those
You
are
kind
the
of
things.
put me onto that when I tapped in at your spot. You you gave me the Star Wars treatment. He gave me the you can do what you do, but like at one point, tap this real quick because I'm here every week. I know what they like.
I wanted to ask him. He blinging a lot over there. Is that a Rolex?
Oh yeah. Oh, this man.
Is that a Rolex on him?
He's been a resident for a while at certain places.
What happened?
He's-
MK, man.
Oh, MK. Okay, I thought it was a Rolex. I was gonna have to say, yo, we had to step our game up. My man got a Rolex.
we
on.
definitely got to step our game up.
You know what I'm saying?
I got one more before we get Cash going on. You had one CDJ in your mixer, so I just want to, because I came from I had some rough situations where my damn needle broke, where my damn arm on my turntable broke, and I had to you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait. Wait, he tapping himself.
I don't want y'all to, if anybody don't DJ and don't know, if you blow an amp and you wrap it with some aluminum foil, never mind. I just want to go back into that question, like tapping into equipment that you got handicapped. What's your mindset going into another man's space and knowing like it's not the way I'm accustomed to, but I could adjust?
So we all should be practicing.
Right.
DJ, you practicing.
It's homework.
You got to practice different ways. Practice with, favoring your right, with the right platter, favoring the left with the left platter, playing in internal mode, you're not always gonna have wheels. So, you know, it
Talk
can't
about
always
that.
be like that.
Talk
You know
about
what I
that. You
mean?
don't always have it. You in a
Yeah.
situation that it ain't. Oh, it broke.
Gotta be a
Like my man here, Cashmere, broke earlier. You know what I'm saying? You broke. You got to play internally.
He say he didn't break nothing.
It ain't break that. But I'm saying I'm glad you said that, because sometimes you got to be prepared for anything he said. Like he was talking about, you know, these turntables back in the days. You know, the needle went out,
Yeah.
the arm went out. How do you fix that arm? How do you fix that amp?
Or not that time, not at that moment.
Oh yeah,
we
we learned how to
spot,
fix them
baby.
right there at the spot.
We fixed it on the
In the
spot.
dark?
Believe that in the dark. Without a flashlight.
Yeah,
Bro.
your phone wasn't
you
the flashlight
gotta
at
be
that time.
prepared for any and everything.
Absolutely.
And if anything else,
I've learned in my time to overpack. And I got into fights with people because they just like, you don't need this extra bag. And I'm like, I'm gonna need that extra bag, bro. Because if the worst happens, I
You
know
prepared
it's
for the
a
worst
quick
at
run
all
to the
times.
trunk.
This is coming from a man with 17
Yeah. I got a bag for every damn thing. But with that, we gonna let Cashmere rock it out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got no 17 back. Got about 2. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got about 2? Nah.
Got about 2. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't there,
hold
when I
on.
get there,
We got a
Yeah,
question. We got a
yeah,
question.
man.
We got a question.
Do you have anything else you do with your craft, like DJing? Like, some people don't know how to mix the right way. Some people don't know how to scratch the right way. I have seen DJs take acapellas and throw that on beats. So, are you a DJ that know how to do that? And if so, can you give us the experience or the detail on how to do that?
Okay. So what you describing about like mixing with acapellas and
Right.
and that's like a style, man. And
Like
that's
I
the great
I
thing.
seen somebody mix a Adele song over a Jay-Z beat,
Yeah.
and it was so on point. Are you able to do something like that?
Yeah, so that's a live mashup. That's a mashup. That's what they call a mashup. You put
Okay.
it on acapella with a rhythm in the background,
Okay.
different. That's like they normally call that a mashup, and you could do a live mashup. There's tracks that come like that, already made like that. But that's the best thing about DJing, man. There's so many styles. You could do so many different. That's one style, you know. There's so many different ways to transition, you know. And one thing about DJing, and people, you know, if they're not DJs thinking about DJing, man, there's no rules here. There's no rules. There's no laws. If it sounds good and it feels good and it's looking good on the dance floor, then you're good.
Right.
Keep on going.
Absolutely.
Get your style and find your lane.
It is a lot like cooking. If it tastes good at the end of the day, then you did it right.
Bro.
That's it. That's exactly
Cashmere,
right. That's
Cashmere,
right.
Cashmere, take us away, bro.
Take us
Oh, my
I've been
God.
doing this for a minute, bro.
Ladies,